Dong in the trunk.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tony 2.0, and today, guys, unfortunately, I want to talk about the Trayvon Martin Zimmerman trial. There is a lot of crazy things happening. Riots in the weekend in San Francisco and Oakland that were turning mildly violent. That's not all of them, and I understand the frustration for a lot of people that were involved in that. Before we get into this, no amount of bashing in the comments section, downvoting, is going to change the way that I feel about this. This is my opinion, and this is just how I feel about it. Right or wrong, whatever you think. If you're going to leave a comment, please leave an intelligent comment about what you want to say, and try not to use the word faggot. That'd be great. Let's get into it. There was a lot of people that put a lot of attention into this trial. And if you guys haven't heard about it, man, go watch the news and turn off Call of Duty. Basically, young black male walks into a predominantly white neighborhood. Mr. Zimmerman, who is Hispanic, asks him to leave, calls 911. 911 says, leave him alone. An altercation happens, and Trayvon Martin ends up dead. A few things about this. There's a lot of racial tension around this. Probably for good matter. But I was reading on Facebook, and people are changing their profile pictures to this picture of Trayvon Martin, this like white hoodie thing. If you follow the storyline of this, I think the main person to blame if you were looking for justice for Trayvon Martin is the media. They portrayed this kid to be an angel, who probably in all actuality was just a normal kid, got into trouble, fucked the police, all of the regular things that most male of any color will do. Revolt at some point, get angry, try pot, all the normal things. Well, instead of just saying, this is what this kid did, they tried to Photoshop an image of him to make him look like this angel. And they used a photo from like 9 years ago. Already off on a bad foot. Few things working against Trayvon's team, his lawyers. All of the evidence they brought to the table was circumstantial. There was nothing solid. There's a good reason for that. There's only one person alive after the altercation. And so I want to give you guys my scenario and what I think actually happened. I think that night, for whatever reason, something had happened to Mr. Zimmerman. And it may have been racial, it may not have been. But anyways, he sees Trayvon Martin walking through his neighborhood. Maybe, recently, someone had broken into Mr. Zimmerman's home, or maybe one of his friends' homes, or family, or whatever. He goes out with a loaded gun. I believe he's ex-military. That's probably pretty common for him. If there was recent burglaries in my neighborhood, I'd probably be carrying my gun too. He walks up to the kid and says, more than likely, something like to the effect that you need to get out of here or get the fuck out of my neighborhood. Maybe uses a racial slur. Trayvon Martin turns around, gets mouthy. They get into a physical altercation where Trayvon Martin beats the shit out of George Zimmerman. You guys know how this goes. It's probably the stereotypical fight. There is a lot of racial things being said. You guys all know that fight. I don't have to explain it to you that much. George Zimmerman gets stomped out. His feelings are hurt, so what does he do? He pulls his gun like a little bitch and kills this kid. There is a million different ways to handle this situation. George Zimmerman obviously is in the wrong here. Now, the thing we cannot prove is who provoked it, who started it. And due to castle laws in America, things like this are protected. If you are attacked, you have the right, no matter how in the wrong you are, to defend yourself. We don't know how the scuffle was going. We don't know any of that. Therefore, you can't make a judgment. And based on our current judicial system, which you guys continue to vote these assholes into fucking office, based on that system, he is innocent. I thought he was going to get manslaughter. I really did. I thought he was going to do about 6 to 8 months in prison. And he may still get a wrongful death suit. I thought he was going to do 6 to 8 years in prison and get about 5 years probation and not be able to own guns anymore. But the not guilty verdict makes sense to me, unfortunately. I think that he was in the wrong. He definitely overstepped his bounds of community watch, that's for sure. And when 911 operator told him to get away from the situation, he chose not to. That led to this ill-fated attempt. But I'll tell you what, unfortunately, he did the right thing if you're going to get off guilty. There is an old saying that goes, if you're going to get into a gunfight, make sure you kill him. Because dead man tell no tales. There is no one that thinks, that is a rational human being, that thinks Trayvon Martin's death is a good thing. But I'll tell you this. In America, roughly, there's 11,000 gun deaths, violent homicides, every single year. That's 11,000 people that have died since Trayvon have died. So if you're one of these dim-witted, mindless sheep changing your Facebook page profile picture to this Trayvon Martin thing, get a fucking life. Read a fucking book. Go on the fucking internet and learn something. 11,000 other people. Where the fuck is your rage and outcry for this? Where's your political positioning, rioting, marching? Where are the vigils for these 11,000 people? I saw this cool post the other day that says, since Trayvon Martin's shooting, there has been over 2,000 black on black gun deaths since Trayvon Martin's killing. I haven't heard any of those names. I don't know anybody else that died. Just saying. It is an unfortunate event that Trayvon Martin is dead. I don't know if he deserved it. More than likely, he probably didn't. I do think that Mr. Zimmerman overstepped his rights, but what I do not understand is how you can cheer and root and get so happy when all of the evidence proves that O.J. Simpson killed his wife and her lover. But now you mad? Come on. You can't have it both ways. You really can't. I want to know what you guys think. Again, I'm sorry if I offended you. Get over it. This is an unfortunate turn of events in a family and young man's life. But things like this happen every day. Stop changing your fucking Facebook profile. If you really cared about this stuff, you'd never get anything done, because it happens almost every second. Get over yourself. You don't care. You're a mindless sheep. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.